back to Kelilabeez. My name's Megan, and in today's Design Time video, I'm going to show you how you can take some ordinary flowers from the grocery store, a simple bottle of beer, and make a charming arrangement. Now what you're going to need out of your Kelilabeez Floral Design Kit for everyday flowers is your Floral Design knife and your leather thumb guard. Now I don't use mine anymore, but if you're at all apprehensive about working with the design knife, you want to go ahead and put it on. You're also going to need 1 packet of floral preservative. And for this arrangement, we're also going to be using some decorative wire. Now you can get this off our website at www.kelilabeez.com. That's KELILABEEZ.com. We're also going to be using some ribbon. Now this is just some fun ribbon I found at my local craft store, and some scissors to cut it. You're of course also going to need a bottle of beer. Today they have some beers that have some really fun and creative labels. So what I did was I found one that I thought was particularly whimsical and fun, and that's what I'm going to be working with. You're also of course going to need flowers. Now if you're going to do something as simple as just put flowers and embellish 1 bottle of beer, you can go clip some out of your yard. If, however, you want to make an entire 6-pack, you're going to go ahead and buy 1 mixed bouquet of flowers from your grocery store. Now, depending on how many bottles you're going to be arranging, you can get away with just a small bouquet. If you're going to be doing a lot, you want to go ahead and get a large mixed bouquet. A large mixed bouquet of flowers will be enough to put into 6 bottles, which I'm going to show you at the end of this video. But to get started, I bought 1 large mixed bouquet of flowers. These are some of the flowers that are left over. I'm only going to be using a couple of them, and I've already arranged most of them, which again I'll show you at the end of the video. So I'm going to start with my bottle. I filled it about 3/4 full with lukewarm water. I'm going to go ahead and pour my floral preservative. Now you only need about half a package when you're only putting it into a little bit of water. And I probably have about 5 ounces of water in here. Next, I'm going to take my decorative wire, and starting with the end in the back of the bottle, I'm going to begin wrapping it around. And I'm just going to continue that. This is really easy to work with. Bends really easily. I'm going to wrap it up the complete neck of my bottle. Then I'm just going to use my scissors to cut it. It's really easy to cut. Now again, if you use scissors to cut wire, you want to make sure they're scissors that you use for wrapping paper and not fabric for sewing, because once you do that, it's going to ruin the scissors and it's not going to cut fabric well anymore. So next, what I want to do is I want to take my ribbon, and I probably need about 2 feet of it, maybe not quite that much, and then I'm going to tie a bow right at the very tippy top. Now it's easier to tie the bows and to work with the wire when you've already got some weight in the bottle from the water, so that's why I like to do it that way. Now you can go ahead and embellish this bottle while it's empty if you want to, and then fill it up with water. I like doing it the other way because then I don't spill water on my embellishments, and again, it weights the bottle a little bit, makes tying the bow easier for me. But that of course is up to you. I just want to trim my edges on my bow. There we go. Next, I'm just going to take my flowers. Using my design knife, I'm going to cut in our pretend hitchhiking motion at an angle. Now, if you are interested in learning more about how to condition and care for and work with floral design tools, and you haven't already purchased any of our Kelilabeez Floral Design Kits for everyday flowers, you can go ahead and do that, and it explains in detail with video tutorials how to use all these tools. Next I'm going to take this hydrangea. Now again, I am just using flowers out of a large mixed bouquet of flowers I bought at the grocery store. They're no special flowers. I'm just going to pop that in there. I think I'm going to use the Snapdragon. I don't want them to extend out too tall, but again, that's subjective. Put that in there, and I think that's about all I'm going to get. I think I want this one to come down and be a little smaller though, so I'm going to cut that off a little. Turn this around. I actually think I want it towards the bottom there, so I'm going to cut that even smaller. Now you want to make sure that you don't cut your flowers too short so that when you put them in the bottle, they're not going to extend down into that water. Because of course, if they don't drink the water, they're not going to hydrate and they're going to fade. You want to make sure that they're in there getting that water. And just arrange it to how you like it. I like that. And there you have a really cute arrangement in a beer bottle. The reason I like making these arrangements is when you're invited over to a friend's house for dinner or a party or a BYOB or whatever, oftentimes you bring a 6-pack of beer or a 6-pack of soda or whatever it is you're bringing over to give to the hostess. Well, instead of just giving the beer, fill it up with flowers and really give a gift to the hostess. And if you really want to make it special, again, you simply fill up the entire 6-pack. These are all individual bottles filled up with flowers, as you can see, just like how I showed you, slipped into the 6-pack. It's really inexpensive, especially if you just save your bottles from when you purchase them at other times and just put them away in your garage or your pantry, and then that's not going to cost you anything. And again, the flowers are really inexpensive. It's just a mixed bouquet from the grocery store. And something else you can do is, if you really do want to bring a gift with the beverage in the bottles, is just empty out one of the bottles, leave the rest full of beer, and slip it in the 6-pack. So you give them 5 full bottles and just one arrangement. And it's just darling. And I guarantee you, your hostess will love it.